Meet service dog Elvis, a 2-year-old Great Dane weighing in at 135 pounds.
He definitely gave me a whole new level of independence again. I can do so much more than I could before.
Fiona and Elvis were matched a little over a year ago by the Service Dog Project, when her chronic illnesses and diseases almost kept her bedbound. The Service Dog Project is 12 acres where a little over 125 Great Dane dogs get to play, train, and roam. Carlene White, founder and owner of Service Dog Project, has donated over 400 dogs to those who are mobility impaired over the last 40 years.
We started out to provide balanced dogs for guys coming back from the war, veterans and things, and we found that the Great Dane dogs were marvelous at helping them get around and leading a normal life, as much as normal can be with those kind of handicaps.
You see, Great Danes aren't the top breed in becoming service dogs. You're more likely to see German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, and Labradors. So why Great Danes? Many Great Danes have a whole host of health issues early on in life that take them out of the running in becoming service dogs. Great Danes are susceptible to health conditions like heart disease, cataracts and blindness, bone deficiency, and other conditions that can affect their mobility. A common problem in a Great Dane is a rare form of leg-hip dysplasia.
It's kind of a crapshoot dealing with dogs. I mean, you can't say you're never going to get something. So what we do is we just really make sure that any people that get our service dogs, we make sure if there's a health issue that, oh, you know, my dog's gone lame on this leg, like any type of thing like that, we make sure that it's reported to us and we document it.
I think it's just important to always be, checking in with him and kind of just making sure that his health is always a top priority.
Ironically, Great Danes may have been one of the earliest forms of a service dog. Great Danes historically served English royals and were also commonly used as pets to keep guests' feet warm.
I knew that back in, people have told me they used to lay at the feet of like kings and queens, and like there were a couple different opinions. One said that they would like keep the fleas off the people because the fleas would be on the dog, and another person said they'd keep their feet warm, or these guys are just like, oh, you good? All right, I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be over here if you need me.
Carlene keeps an eye on the litter for the first 3 to 4 months to make sure the pups are cut out for the job. She and her staff have raised, trained, and groomed hundreds of successful service dogs like Bello. His owner, Catherine, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 10 years ago.
Before I got Bello, my gait and balance, my MS symptoms were getting worse. So they had me use a 4-prong cane, which made me feel like an old lady. I did not want to use anything like that because that made me feel like people would look at me more. But I couldn't hide it anymore, so I started using a 4-prong cane, and then I went to, they call them Canadian crutches, the forearm crutches.
Catherine knew Bello before becoming his owner, but didn't think he really liked her.
A couple weeks later, the trainer said, "We have the perfect dog for you." And it was Bello, and I was like, oh, I don't think you knew. The Service Dog Project has been a lifesaver for me.
Staff members at the Service Dog Project make sure a person is matched with the best dog possible.
I interview them and I just kind of get a feel for it because it's not a turnkey operation. It's not, I want a dog, here's a robot for it. It's a dog. Like it's gonna have good days, it's gonna have bad days. It's a lot of work. We bring the dogs about 89–90% there, and it's up to you to bring it the rest of the way.
I didn't actually stay here at the farm because I live only an hour and a half away. Bello would come home with me in between my volunteering days.
Carlene is also exploring the idea of possibly training Great Danes as seeing eye dogs.
The age of 81 is kind of a lot because I can't walk that far, but I'm going to try and do it anyway.
Although Service Dog Project spends the majority of the time training, playing, and taking care of the dogs, you don't need to want a service dog to visit. Anyone is welcome to watch the dogs in the midst of their day.